Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be unveiling the mysteries of 10 mail order ads from vintage comic books. Apart from the comic book itself, advertisements within vintage comic books from the 50s, 60s, and 70s were a marvel in themselves. Products that claim to do the extraordinary and offer nothing ordinary. From things like itching powder, 7-foot-tall monsters, fake casts, spy gear, and toys beyond imagination, the amazing images and incredibly enticing sales pitches were at times so powerful children were powerless to resist the siren song of the ads. So let's get started. Number 10. The Polaris Nuclear Sub. How proud you will be as commander of your own Polaris Sub, the most powerful ship in the sea. What hours of imaginative play and fun as you and your friends dive, surface, maneuver, watch the enemy through the periscope, and release nuclear missiles and torpedoes. Sturdily constructed of 200-pound test material. Costs only $6.98, money back guarantee. Oh my god, just take my money now! This sounds freaking amazing. It sounds like I could literally stick this thing in the water and be my own one-man navy. From this incredible ad, kids were expecting a full-out working submarine at this point. What came instead was a package full of flattened and folded cardboard with a set of instructions that children took one look at and went whining to their parents. The resulting structure was a pretty close representation of a sub-like structure equipped with a rubber band slingshot torpedo launcher and a mirror periscope. Instead of sailing the 7 seas, kids stood motionless and were at the mercy of the morning lawn dew, as ironically their cardboard submarine would suffer great damage and begin to disintegrate upon contact. It definitely beats playing in a cardboard box and truly is a cardboard marvel, but hopes were high and dreams of enlisting in the Navy with your own private sub were crushed by the morning dew. Number 9. The Moneymaker. Put in a blank piece of paper, turn the knob, out comes a real dollar bill. You can spend it. Makes 5s, 10s, 20s, and more. A mystifying trick. So, you're telling me that for only $1.25, I could print my own money? I could start my own counterfeit business for just $1.25? Kids were expecting to strike it rich with this mystifying contraption whose magic could turn blank pieces of paper into the real thing. Problem was, upon receiving the Moneymaker in the mail, kids realized you needed to load your machine with your own money. It was a silly magic trick that just so conveniently left out the most important piece of information in the ad. Illusion requires your own money. As you turned the knob to roll the blank paper inside, it was hidden away within some black fabric, while a pre-loaded real bill is rolled out on the other side. Thanks for nothing, Moneymaker. Seems like you're the one making the money since you just took my $1.25. Number 8. Xray Specs. See through fingers, through skin, the lead of a pencil, see the yolk of an egg. This ad was basically telling kids they could be Superman and see through women's clothing to get a look at those goods. Sex sells, and adolescent boys horned up like rabbits could not resist the urge to walk around watching a porno unfold through their $1 specs. But sadly and well, you know what? Actually, thankfully, the glasses did not perform as advertised. The X-ray glasses, in fact, gave off nothing more than the illusion of an X-ray. The most popular method of achieving this illusion was with a feather sandwiched between 2 transparent lenses, where light could be diffracted in between the barbs of a feather. The resulting image looked like an X-ray with 2 offset images produced. The darker core was a result of the 2 images overlapping, while a translucent-like halo bordered the object in question. Pretty neat illusion, but you definitely can't see through clothes. Number 7. Lifelike ladies' legs. Okay, now who's the weirdo that doesn't want a pair of these? Lifelike lady legs, so realistic they fool everyone. Creates laugh riot when poking out from embarrassing places. Carry in pocket. Use over and over. Inflatable vinyl about 36 inches long. Only $3.95. So realistic they fool everyone. So realistic they fool everyone. So realistic they fool everyone!
Do those legs go all the way up? Why, yes, they do. Ah!
Number 6. The invisible helmet. Be a super space cadet. Nobody will be able to recognize you when you wear this amazing invisible helmet, because when people look at your face, they'll see only their reflection. But you'll be able to see them, and you'll be thrilled at everyone's amazement. All this excitement for only $1.98. This is a sensational discovery, as new as the hydrogen bomb, as exciting as a ride through space, as thrilling as an experience as you will ever have. Helmet is light, unbreakable. Think of how you can put it on and not be recognized, and yet how you can see everybody else and what they are doing. They can't see you. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, kids, but they can see you, and they can see everything that you are doing, so please don't do anything stupid while wearing this helmet. It's a pretty neat helmet with a one-way mirror effect on the front where the wearer can see through, but the other side is reflective and people cannot see you. But the thing was, you were not entirely invisible, which the ad almost made kids feel like would happen. If a child walked up to you wearing this helmet, you would actually notice them more than without the helmet, rendering them more so uninvisible. And to claim the helmet was unbreakable was sort of a long stretch there. So you're telling me that the helmet was made out of a super indestructible material that's, you know, more durable than the Tesla truck windows?
Oh my.
And the name on the helmet, Tom Corbett, was a main character in the 1950s, featured in a series of space cadet stories that were featured on television, radio shows, and a variety of print media like comic books, comic strips, and books. Number 5. Flashing eyes. Flashing eyes used by magicians. By simply blinking your eyes open and shut, they appear as strikes of lightning. Brilliant sparks seem to flash out of your eyes. The more you blink, the more sparks and flashes seem to fly out. Easy to do, no wires, no chemicals, absolutely safe. A beautiful effect, very astonishing, for only 50 cents. 50 cents to have lightning shoot out of your eyes? Expectation meet reality. Children were disappointingly sent a copy of instructions on how to stick some tinfoil on their eyelids. Number 4. The Jet Rocket Spaceship. For you, a real streamlined spaceship big enough to hold you on trips through space. It's complete with all the newest scientific advances of flights of the future. There's no more make-believe, no more pretending with small models. For $4.98, this is really it. Look, alright, they are telling you that this is it. This is the real deal. No more pretending. It's time to grow up, and today is the day you are getting that real spaceship made of high-strength fiberboard. Whatever that is. A disintegrating gun, elevator, and rudder. It's got a control panel. Kids were sent a laundry list of instructions to fold and connect the flattened pieces of high-strength fiberboard, or as we Earthlings call it, cardboard. After realizing the ship was not operational, the high-tech control panel was a paper printout with a light bulb in the center, and the ship could be ruined by simply rolling over while still inside. Although still a pretty wicked cardboard structure, the ad really got some kids excited, and many aspiring astronauts hung up their helmets that day. Number 3. Sea monkeys. Just add water, that's all. In 1 second, your amazing sea monkeys suddenly come to life, so eager to please they can even be trained. Because they are so full of tricks, you'll never tire of watching them. Requiring minimum care, they love attention. Anyone who enjoys the company of pets will adore sea monkeys. Best of all, we can even show you how to teach them to obey your commands, like a pack of friendly trained seals. What a way to surprise guests. Yes, I'm sure your guests will be very surprised at your sea monkeys. They are essentially showing you through their ad artwork and telling you through their write-up that these are incredible creatures that can be trained, perform tasks, and will be your best friends. When in reality, you got a packet of brine shrimp eggs. Yes, these were sea monkeys. The humanoid creatures you came to hope for were brine shrimp that were actually used themselves as pet food for a variety of fish and other pets. Although a very underwhelming consolation prize when compared to what you were hoping for, it was still interesting to watch life grow and have an aquarium of pets. Number 2. Soil from Dracula's castle. Okay, the premise of this one is actually wicked cool. Authentic soil from Vlad's castle in Transylvania, dust from Dracula's domain, actual earth guaranteed authentic from the crumbling ruins of the legendary Vlad, the mad monarch who generations ago terrorized Transylvanians and inspired Bram Stoker to create the famous masterpiece of vampirism, Dracula. There are 3 billion people on this planet, but only 5,000 can wear this incredible creation. From the gold-plated chain is suspended a transparent transparent miniature coffin containing 1 gram of genuine earth from the exact place where Vlad once made macabre history. Each pendant is $17.95 and comes with a certificate of authenticity. This is not a gag, not a spoof, or a gimmick. Man, $17.95 ain't cheap. Ain't cheap at all for a 1979 comic book mail-away ad. That's like $63.78 by today's standards. When received in the mail, vampire enthusiasts were disappointed to see a cheap, transparent coffin that in the advertisement looked as though it were lined with gold edging. What's even more discouraging is that the certificate of authenticity was issued by the Warren Publishing Company. Yeah, the same people who created the ad, as well as the magazine it was advertised in. And coming in at number 1, our most expensive item on this list, the Darling Pet Monkey. This squirrel monkey makes an adorable pet and companion, almost human with its warm eyes. Your family will love it. These young monkeys grow about 12 inches high, eats the same food as you, even likes lollipops. Simple to care for and train. Free cage, free leather collar and leash, free toy and instructions included. Live delivery guaranteed, only $18.95. So this was definitely a higher end item, and if you type in $18.95 into an inflation calculator, that would be now about $125.99. Darling Pet Monkey, eh? Knowing these ads, their exaggerations and full out lies, what do you think children actually received in the mail? A toy monkey? An inflatable monkey? Maybe sea monkeys? No, they received a freaking full-out live monkey in the mail. It arrived in a cardboard box with a wire screen window. One account actually tells the story of how a boy and his friend received the box in the mail secretly and snuck downstairs. When they opened the box, the monkey leapt into the air and shot up into the plumbing pipes in the ceiling. After chasing the screeching monkey all around the room in fear it would alert the boy's parents, the boy managed to grab it by the tail, but the monkey let out a blood-curdling scream and began biting the boy's arm. There was blood everywhere, which required 28 stitches to close up. The fact that companies were actually selling live animals through some of these ads is astounding. And these weren't no darling little pet monkeys either, whose smiles could warm your heart. These were wild, exotic animals. Largely thanks to these comic book ads, more than 173,000 squirrel monkeys were imported into the US from South America between 1968 and 1972. Aw, poor monkeys. So that is my list unveiling the mysteries of 10 mail order ads from vintage comic books. And in the comments down below, I'd love to know which one of these items you would have totally purchased if you saw it in your comic book. And have you actually purchased something from a comic book ad before? Let me know! So please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I come out with new videos every week. Come check me out on social media and help support the channel on Patreon. So thank you guys so much for watching, and stay legendary.